Hey all, John aka Whiskey and Sound, and I'm back with another episode of Boilermaker Mondays. Now, I'm going to be going through a bottle that's readily accessible, so it's not hard to get your hands on, and it's recently come out too, and that is Jack Daniel's Bonded. So, Tennessee whiskey, and it is an absolute belt, as you can see. I've gotten stuck into this a fair bit. And so has the wife, actually. Like, it's really enjoyable. So, a lot more oak driven, and just being bottled in bond means that it is bottled at 100 proof minimum, so 50%, and it's been housed at a minimum for 4 years in the bond store. So you're getting a quality product from Jack Daniels. Anything that's bottled in bond, you know, is going to be a solid dram or a solid pour. I don't know if the Americans use the word dram or not. Don't think so. I think that's more of a Scottish thing. But either way, or whiskey without the E. Having said that, the Irish, no, forget it. You know what? I'm not going to get into it. Anyway, so it's a solid pour nevertheless. And this goes without, any exceptions, that's for sure. So, as far as I can remember, I believe it is 80% corn, 12% malted barley, and 8% rye, which is the standard mix for Jack Daniels. So you'll find that at this ABV, it's going to be a lot more oak driven, which it is in the colour compared to your normal Jacks. And that spice will come through a lot more from the rye influence as well. Now, let's have a nose. Yeah, definitely. So there's caramel notes that come through or toffee, however you want to. I'll call it caramel anyway. Almost has this that spice. It's that rye spice that you can smell in the nose. That's for sure. That really shines in this. Also, it's got has a nutty note about it too. Definitely has like a nutty note, like a light herbal note about it as well. Actually, no, I'll pull that back. I won't say herbal. I'll say more grassy note. Yeah, some brown sugar too. Yeah, that's lovely. Now, on the palate. Boom, explosion of flavour on the back end. And it's just lovely and creamy up front. Go to the back, that rye spice and that nuttiness. Lovely amount of oak tannins as well. Look, this could be a bit fiery to some people, and you could add a drop of water to it if you wanted to, but I highly doubt it. I think it's got a lovely mouthfeel as is. Let's just say that it's nice and warming. It's not harsh. It's a solid pour, but it's definitely warming, especially the first sip. Now, what to pair you back with? I think I've got something. Let's enhance the caramel note with a bit of a salted caramel stout. So, Bad Shepherd coming in with this one. So, let's see what we can do with this one. I'm hoping that this might work actually. Right, so this was actually on clearance the other week, and down at Vintage Cellars. They had these, I think a 4-pack was like $10 if I'm not mistaken. So now, salted caramel stouts from Bad Shepherd Brewing. I have had a few of their drinks before, or a few of their beers down in Cheltenham, and this one is 5%. So let's get to the bottom of this one here. Got a lovely nose on it. Lovely nose. Yeah, definitely got salted caramel there, so that's pretty cool. That's very nice, actually. Now, what to do with you? I think we're going to go... It's going to end up being a complimentary Boilermaker, I can see this. So, what might work best if we go beer wash, whiskey rinse. The reason why is it'll coat the palate with that salted caramel finish. It's got like it's a salted caramel. It's got a lot of chocolate drive on it too. So it almost reminds me of those chocolate mousses that you get from KFC. It's got like this lovely bit of like a caramel dip down the bottom, which you'll get through the chocolate mousse, and then you've got this lovely hit of caramel. That's what this thing reminds me of. So I'm thinking that coat the palate with or wash the palate out with that, and then that'll take off any heat that may come off the Jack Daniels. That's going to be my pick anyway. So let's see how beer wash and whiskey rinse goes with this one. Oh yeah, that. Yes, that works so well, and it done exactly what I thought it was going to do. So any like any heat that you would usually get from something that's close to the 50% mark, especially commercially available liquid, that's definitely one way to pipe it down. And yeah, that caramel just coats in lovely with that whiskey too. Really good, very solid. Yeah, and a very inexpensive Boilermaker too. So let's go the other way around and see what she does. I'll be curious to know if this complements or if it brings out more of the nuttiness. So, actually, let's get some water in between all that. It's got a real cool nose on this. I'm very impressed with this. Actually, I can't wait until Australia gets their hands on Jack Daniel's single malt whiskey that they're going to come out with. That's going to be pretty cool. Right. So, whiskey wash, beer rinse. Coat that pellet. Ooh, funny story. So that actually cut the caramel out of that, and it pulled it back to like the chocolate, like the backbone of the stout. Yeah, that's hilarious. All right, cool. So that takes you on a bit of a trip. That's pretty cool. I like that. Definitely down for a surprise, that's for sure. So yeah, very cool. Very exciting. That is a very, very fun Boilermaker, and it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg to experience. So Dan Murphy's, these things should be at Dan Murphy's. If they're not at Dan Murphy's, pick them up from Vintage Sellers. So I'm pretty sure Vintage also have one of these as well, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm just trying to think what else. If you wanted to pair this back with anything too, you could probably go down the path of, I'm just trying to think what will work well with it. I reckon, I think a lager might work well with that too, actually. Might take it on a bit more of a more complex journey. But yeah, this one's just fun. It's rich, well balanced. I enjoyed it anyway. So on that note, I'm going to leave you all to it, and I'm going to see. There's actually supposed to be a Boilermaker event coming up very shortly, and if that's the case, I'm going to see if I can Boilermaker Monday bomb it. Anyway, I'll keep you all posted on that one. Otherwise, if not, you will catch me on the next episode. Whether it be a Boilermaker or whether it be a cool dram review, I'll keep you in the loop, no doubt. So on that note, thank you so much for joining, and like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. So, and pay attention to the new profiles as well. So you'll know where to find me in the links in the comments. In the have a look at the comments under the video, and you'll find the proper links. All right, and on that note, catch you next week.